I feel that what technocracy, tyranny, and dictator and technological dictatorship has become is a kind of new feudalism that we can learn a lot about from looking at the literature of Orwell, Huxley, Kafka, and that this is a far greater threat than the kind of idea that we're being sold that Trump is a kind of revival of the charismatic and military and militaristic dictators of the last century. As the brilliant American commentator and writer Martin Gurri, a former CIA analyst, continually points out, like, you don't have fascist dictatorships led by men in their 70s that don't have control over a militia. These things don't happen. The hysteria around Donald Trump, it seems to me, is the only weapon left in a corrupt and broken system.
Literally, I'm so glad you brought up Orwell. I had to use his book as an example the other day when I was trying to explain to people why it is that so many, like my own parents, are concerned about what's going on. I don't know if you remember it in Animal Farm. It's my favorite book of all time. I've read it 10,000 times.
We've done it at school.
I have as well, but then I kept reading it and reading it and reading it. It's the last page. It's the most important part. The last maybe 3 sentences of the book, when the pigs are in a room with the humans that formerly were in control, and the other animals are looking in. The creatures looked from pig to man to pig, and from pig to man again. Already it was impossible to tell which was which. That's what's happened here. The people that took power are unable to let it go, and we've become almost indistinguishable from the very countries that we criticize ourselves every single day. When Joe Biden stands up and criticizes Russia, criticizes all these countries, as he should, by the way, he's not realizing that when Americans now look at his own legal system, we've become the exact same thing. Our legal system is indistinguishable, if you're looking at what happened to Donald Trump just now, from so many countries that Americans fled from. How often is a president 5 months from an election, a former president, possibly future president, threatened with jail time? Where does that happen except in these fascist countries that everyone fled from to come here? And clearly a lot of people did not get to read Animal Farm in school like we did.
Yeah, they should have been forced.
Yeah.
Like, Elizabeth, another thing that's pretty significant, I think,